Aries. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm going to go ahead and do a you and them situation, a you and them reading, dealing with the person that is most on your mind or that you're currently dealing with. Hang on, there's a bunch of these cards that are backwards. Okay. So this is your energy. This is the person that you're dealing with. If you need to switch them around or if something resonates in one certain area, then go for it. You know, these are general readings. They may not resonate with every single person. Please show me the energy of Aries right now. What's going on with Aries? It's your energy, their energy, and kind of the stuff that's going on between you, or at least the resonance that's between you. So first card out for you, Aries, is we have the Six of Pentacles here. The Hierophant. You have the King of Cups. You have the Fool. You have the Five of Swords. And you have the Death card here. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, heavily associated with this energy. We also have Taurus here. Let's get this energy out here with this other person. Show me the energy of the other person that Aries is dealing with. Show me the energy of the person that Aries is dealing with. You have the Four of Pentacles coming through here. The Nine of Cups. King of Wands. Queen of Wands. Strength card. The Six of Wands. I'm sorry, Six of Swords. Show me the energy between them. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. Underlying that, you have the Justice card. So with this energy, Aries, it feels like there is an element of wanting to change something, wanting to be honest here, and also being very practical about the way somebody goes about it. If this is yours, and, you know, flip sides if you need to, if this is your energy, Aries, we're dealing with a situation where there is equality on the mind, fairness, but also the element of stabilization of a connection is here. We may be dealing with situations where somebody has a difficulty communicating this, or dealing with somebody that goes against the typical I guess, parameters of relationships, marriages. There's somebody here that can become very, they use their words poorly, or there's a poor choice in words, how they present themselves, how they go about things. It feels like somebody is here giving another opportunity, or at least the opportunity for something to move forward, something to move through in regard to a new beginning, or at least stabilizing something to go forward. There may also need to be a change in how we address or connect or commit to a partner here. It feels like somebody has a lot of possibilities on their mind, but the energy here is one of requiring connectedness, stability, and reciprocation first, especially if somebody has a tendency to be verbally aggressive, abusive, negligent. So there's an element of needing to fix those energies first, but here we have this like, okay, let's try it, let's do it. On this side, with this person that you may be dealing with, we have somebody here who's holding on to the idea of love, holding on to the idea of wanting to connect here, still feeling that there's hope in a situation and holding on to that. There is Strength card here. It's telling me that there has been some issues, but we have the King and Queen of Wands, so that's your energy potentially with another fire sign. It's an element of same element meeting. It's a stabilized energy here. It feels like patience is needed here to attain the goals. So what I'm feeling here, Aries, is there's an element of wanting to be a cohesive connection together again, move past problems, and transform things. You know, some of you, this may be needing to deal with getting different jobs, different, working together in a different way, where fairness is more so the focus here. I feel like perhaps one person has done more than the other. That's what it feels like to me. And one person is more willing to venture into new ideas, new territory, where the other person's just like, nope. It's almost like an automatic nope. And that's kind of uncomfortable just because it feels like it causes situations to kind of, it pops the bubble. It takes the wind out of your sails. It's kind of like, well, why am I trying if you're always going to like say no, or you always doubt my opinion or my direction? It's like not having faith in somebody, and that's becoming a problem. You know, so if somebody can get a hold of that type of communication style and have more faith in their partner, have faith that something will go properly, or that their partner is very well suited to make decisions, I think that this will go far. And I feel like that's more of a control tactic. You know, it may not be something that's intentional, but it's like that type of communication style can become very toxic and trying after a while, especially if everybody's trying to, you know, work for the betterment of everything here. The element of fairness with the Justice card here is also very prominent, especially when it comes to the equality, where people are working together and things are fair. So let's go ahead and clarify this energy for you, Aries. Show me the Six of Pentacles here within this fairness of a relationship, wanting better equality, better, I'm hearing better, so better airtime. I don't know what that means. Like airtime. Airtime means to speak. So having somebody listen without interjecting, it feels. Because I feel like whoever's here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, if that is present in your life, and this may not be you, this may be you over here. You're coming up, somebody's coming up here as fire. Here we have a lot of water and earth. But it's almost as if like there's an element to here where we see the value and the potential in the relationship. We're not really straying away from that. It's just fixing the problems, fixing the communication styles, being available to actually put the effort in that regard. You know, I feel like somebody feels like they're doing it on their own. You know, show me the Six of Pentacles with the Fool. So you have the King of Pentacles and the Hangman. So this is stability, and definitely in regard to situations moving forward, new opportunities that are presented in life here with the Ace of Pentacles. It's somebody who wants equality, who wants to go after new things, who wants to incorporate that with their partner. But it's almost like, you know, we have to put ourselves on the shelf because no matter what amount of stability you offer something, if you don't have the other person on board with it, what are you doing? And then it's on your shoulders. Then it's become your problem. And I feel like somebody here is not wanting to look at the situation as a problem. We're wanting to look at this situation as perhaps an opportunity to change something or to address certain behavior styles so that we can have a better outcome. This also deals with situations where we are obtaining new money, new clientele, where perhaps we are dealing with an increase in finance. You know, so if things are getting, it's almost as if like somebody could be jealous about somebody else's status or like how they appear in a relationship, you know. Sometimes that can become very toxic too if the other partner is jealous of their partner. There's no need for that. There's no need for that energy. There's an element of jealousy here that is, it's not like screaming at me, but it feels like it's present, at least for some of you. Show me the Hierophant and the Five of Swords. So you have the Queen of Cups coming out here, Queen, King of Cups. So this is an energy to nurture this. This is an energy to try to make something better from a situation that has been problematic or sour, especially when it comes to listening to people's communication styles for the betterment of a relationship. Okay, so it can be a stabilization of the relationship, trying to solidify something in a different way, but also it's somebody who goes out of their way to be accommodating for somebody's bad behavior, you know, and I say that in a two-way message here, or like it's like a dual-edged sword. Like, making accommodations for somebody's bad behavior is not what we want to do, but it feels like perhaps we've done that. Here, this is being able to talk through things, being able to address things from a different level of acceptance here, Aries, and be very clear about that, about how you love a person, but how you also don't deserve to be treated poorly, and how they need to clean up their communication act and be on board with you if you are going to truly be a partner in this relationship. I feel like there may be a marriage here, or something very, very in that vein, you know, very stable relationship, or something that's been together for a long time, even if you aren't married. A communication style or somebody's attitude is starting to be problematic here, no matter how much somebody's trying to help it. And I think the person that's helping the situation needs to be more mindful of the fairness in it, versus trying to just make it better, because it takes two to tango. Show me the King of Cups with the Death card. You have the Five of Pentacles coming through here. With the Ace of Cups, I'm sorry, the Eight of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So with this energy, you know, this is somebody who's lovingly trying to change something. They recognize that the situation brings them into a situation of problem. There's a lack of communication, a lack of willingness from their partner, a lack of give and take here. And I feel like it's interesting because it's like this energy changes. It does. So it's like this almost is like addressing the problem, and then this changes in the future. So I'm curious to see how this goes. But like, when do you stop picking up the slack, Aries? When do you stop making excuses for somebody's behavior or poor foresight, or, you know, inability to use money wisely? I feel like money is also an issue within this situation, Aries, where it's like, you know, you love a person, you see their faults, but also we're trying to rectify this, and it feels like it's kind of been an uphill battle. It feels like there is a change to that, though. With the Eight of Cups coming out at the bottom of the deck in reverse, this is talking about not walking away from a situation that feels like we need to walk away from it, but it's addressing the issue. So somebody's sticking in the game still. Underneath that, you have the Three of Pentacles. So the action to communicate, the goal is to be on the same page with somebody and move things through. Give me one more for the King of Cups and the Death card. So you have the Knight of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So yeah, this is all about having very honest heart-to-heart conversations to choose a new path in the situation. The Five of Swords here, Five of Swords here. It's addressing the issue, communication styles. The Ace of Swords, cutting shit out that is no longer healthy for a situation to be part of a situation like that. You can't deal with that, especially if somebody goes like cold, or they, you know, take back their emotion, or they go quiet on you. That's pulling rank. It's not a healthy tactic of communication here, and I feel like somebody is trying their damnedest to help something along, and it's almost as if you've got a lot of resistance in that particular area. It makes me question, though, like, where else do you have like other forms of resistance in this situation? It's interesting, though, because the energy between you now, I feel like somebody here has made quite an impression, or at least the opportunity to change something is present here, and the other person is on board, because you do have the Justice card here, and you also have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is being very honest in the type of work that you're signing up for with each other. It's how much you both fairness, how much you're both working towards a situation, what type of energy you're putting towards it. And here, I feel like there's an element of sadness or sorrow, but we're going to try again, and we're going to try and stabilize something here, because there is a positive element here. I feel you're dealing with somebody's like internal BS, and it's something that they've dealt with for a long time. It doesn't necessarily make the person bad, but it's a bad look. It's a bad style of communication, or like the attitude is salty or sour or poor. It's just, it's kind of like, what's that animal? Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. Eeyore, you know, always sad, always frustrated, always the sky is cloudy, it's always gray, there's never happiness. It's just kind of like humdrum, you know, and that can come out in a lot of toxicity. So what is this Four of Pentacles about with this person? Because it feels like we're holding on to the opportunity of connecting here again, or being part of this, maintaining part of this connection here. With that Nine of Cups, it's like hoping for things to change, you know, taking the initiative to change things, realizing that you have a partner that is matching you, or at least you should be matching your partner, and having the patience to make this happen. But also dealing with a lot of internal struggles here too, a lot of ego as well. I like that the Six of Swords is at the end of this reading, because it's telling me that somebody takes leadership and takes accountability for their situation, and they move things through to a different direction, positive connection. So show me the Four of Pentacles here with the Queen of Wands. You have the Four of Pentacles here coming out. So it feels here, if anything, we're holding on to this partner because we see their value. So somebody, if this is their energy, they're holding on to you because they see your value. They see the value of the connection. It's something that they have to adjust themselves to. And for the Four of Pentacles to come through here for that, you have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck as well. This is an internal struggle. It's something that they have to look at themselves deeply, and it may be uncomfortable, but here at least we have like this forward movement, and this can also be a very passionate connection. So it's like when we have that combination, we have a better opportunity to stay in touch with each other, to be more in tune with each other, and also to light the fire for the other person. I feel like somebody's light goes out, you know, and maybe the other person needs to be like their cheerleader or their catalyst a little bit. I feel like whoever this is, they have it pretty good, but it's their behavior that's problematic. With the Four of Pentacles too, with that Hermit card at the bottom of the deck, it's a long soul search. It's a lot of work to do, because it's something that they feel like, or it feels like they've done for a long time, whatever it is. And it may not even be like poor communication. There's something here that where it's like a person withdraws themselves and kind of holds themselves at bay in a situation versus integrating with a situation and being on board with something. Show me the Nine of Cups with the Strength card here for Aries. So you have the Seven of Cups coming out in reverse here. I like that in reverse, just because it's telling me that there's an opportunity to change. The Two of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. This is also need for communication in this arena, you know, and I feel like somebody kind of bottles themselves up, unfortunately, and that could be because of ego. It could be because of, you know, whatever it may be. But the openness is needing to be more present here. And I think with the Seven of Cups in reverse, whatever opportunities have been presented to them that they've been reluctant to accept or engage in, we're seeing that it's stabilized by emotion. We're seeing that we have a partner that's not running away from them. We're seeing that there's something here where we can make the best of it and not be afraid of it. You know, sometimes people's trauma and their upbringing in life, it's not conducive to emotional security, you know, and so it's almost as if what I'm feeling is like you're battling with somebody who's battling themselves, and it's coming out in like a sideways way, and it's affecting a relationship. But I feel also there's somebody here that really wants to maintain this and continue on with this. It's like if you're married, it's like once you're married, you're married. It's kind of that energy, but there's also love here. You know, it's like what is that? I'm not married, but through good times and bad, through hard times and good, whatever it is, through the obstacles, it's like we stick together. We try to make something happen. This is the element that I'm picking up here. And I feel that perhaps you're dealing with somebody who's never had that before. Maybe they didn't see that in their life or their childhood. You know, perhaps this is like a single parent child, or perhaps somebody that's been through like the the adoption system, not had a foundation that was solid when it comes to seeing people and how they are mirrored in healthy relationships. Perhaps you're dealing with somebody who's had a very traumatic experience with that and they don't know how to trust. And so they always block something, or they're not comfortable in something, and it's like here I feel like we're seeing the opportunity to be more comfortable in it. We're trusting a partner, and that's kind of hard for some people to understand, because it's like, well, why don't you trust me? I'm married to you, or we've been together for like 10 years. Why don't you trust me? It's not you, it's the person. Sometimes people need to go through, that unwillingness to trust enough where we get the right combination, and it's finally revealed that it is okay. Maybe somebody has to prove themselves through 10 years for somebody to be okay with that. And that's uncomfortable for the other party, but sometimes it's necessary for the person who's had the traumatic experiences. I'm not trying to make excuses for anybody, Aries, but it feels like you're dealing with somebody who has some sort of underlying energy when it comes to the trust of a relationship, the foundation of relationship, and how relationships work, especially when it comes to communication. What it feels like here is there's more of a willingness to hold communication off or not know what to say, so we just bottle it up. And now the opportunities are presenting themselves where I can talk, I can be okay, nobody's going to hurt me, it's safe here, So show me the King of Wands. So you have the Devil coming out with this Capricorn energy here. It's interesting because if this is talking about, Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So a lot of positivity coming through here for this Aries. What I'm feeling though too is that there's an element here. Pride and ego are definitely something that need to be addressed in this situation. But also, Aries, it feels like if we truly are paying attention to the Six of Swords energy, making something pass, getting away from toxic behavior. It's exactly that. It's taking toxic behavior out of the equation, leading by honesty, leading by merit, leading by direction and decision versus reactionary issues. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. I'm going to get another card for that. Show me the Devil here. So we have commitment coming out, okay? Commitment, devotion, making things official here. So it's changing certain situations. We have observing and wounds. Observing, watching, taking notice. Wounds, childhood trauma affects this relationship. That's kind of what I've been talking about in this situation. And here, with this element of being mindful to actively take away this devil energy, these toxic responses, toxic connections, codependent knee-jerk reactions to things. Because sometimes when people are experiencing that for their lives, that's how they operate. It's a difference in change. It's a change in perception. We have commitment here. So this is, I feel like this is stabilizing the energy. The Devil here with the Six of Swords, this is somebody taking accountability for their actions and moving things forward in a different way. It's like they take leadership and ownership of that energy about themselves and they move it forward. We're now observing, watching, and taking notice of ourselves, our wounds, our childhood affected traumas, and we are doing so in the effect to connect more with our commitment to our partner. That's what it feels like. So I'm going to go ahead and get an oracle here for this. Can you show me the energy here for Aries, please? Happiness, yeah, and honesty at the bottom of the deck. So I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. And honesty, oh, maybe it won't. Okay. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. And I feel here that we are expecting the truth from others. I feel like there's an element here where it's like, no, we need to be honest with each other. We need to be forthright. And especially if we're having a lot of like these internalized problems where they're just being triggered, hairline triggers, it's problematic. We need to be honest with that. And I think here, if this is your energy, Aries, could be the person that you're dealing with, This is somebody that's very mindful and tactful in how they go about helping the other person, and how they go about loving them, because it's almost as if like there's an extra layer of love. There's an extra necessity to be kind or mindful. And I feel that in the end, that's something that really shines through with this person and makes a lasting and changing impact on them. So give me one energy for Aries, please. Some of you, there may be children involved, but we also have healing family issues. Children is interesting just because this card can talk about having children in a situation. You know, we do have the Queen of Cups, King of Cups. We do have the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and then the Hierophant as well. So there is an element of long-standing stability, or at least a relationship that has been going on for a long time. So there could be the possibility of children involved in the situation. But also, too, with the children card, it can also talk about when people act like children. You know, they have childish responses to situations, and that can be problematic over time, because it's like, am I dating or am I married to a child or an adult? Like, who am I with? What's going on here? Like, get it together. Bottom of the deck, healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So wounds, childhood trauma affecting this relationship, observing. I feel like there's an element of honesty here that needs to come from within when addressing a situation, but I feel also that somebody has the patience of a saint and the love of the love of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is such a loving energy, very nurturing, and she's upright. So it's a very positively charged energy. It's a very nurturing and abundantly accepting energy. So this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this situation resonates with you. I know it's not for every single person, but, you know, if it does, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate to my channel, please know that it does greatly help me. And I appreciate it very, very much. And there's a link for that in the description box below. Also in the description box, if you're seeking a personal reading, you can contact me at the Altruistic Mystic, and in that description there's also kind of like it tells you, you know, what I need, the prices and everything, and so what information I'd need, the pricing and all of that, it's in the description box. So if that's something that you're interested, please feel free, and I will talk to you at some point later. Take care, Aries. Have a good day. Bye.